Well, Let's Go Help members have been banging on me to say, where is that mortgage money? We need to pay our mortgage. See, Biden, in his new American Rescue Plan, he put in $10 billion to help people pay mortgages and even property taxes and utility bills. And this is for people with mortgage. Now, he has a rent program, and that's finally starting to get out there. But the mortgage program seems to be stuck in the sausage factory of laws and stuff. Actually, the law was passed. That's right. But here's what it's called. It's called the Homeowners Assistance Fund. So you're going to have to do a little work to find out where it is and where you live, because it's not one place like the IRS, when they do that. But you're looking for what's called the American Assistance Fund. I'll put all these links into the description on YouTube. So if you're not a Let's Go Help member, we'll still want to help you because you need to get this money. I mean, this looks like you get up to $20,000 or more to pay back mortgages and all these other expenses. Let me go through it. Okay, it's part of the American Rescue Plan, and Congress has created what's called the HAF, which provide $9.9 billion. And it comes from the U.S. Treasury and then goes out to the states, the territories, and tribes to help homeowners facing hardship during the pandemic. Okay, now listen to this. The funds must be used by September 30th. They're going to go through that, but 2025. They're going to go through. Okay, here's what you could use for. The purpose of the fund is to prevent homeowner mortgage delinquencies. So if you're delinquent, pay it, or even current, you're afraid of defaults, foreclosures, loss of utilities, or home energy services. I guess that's heating and air conditioning. I don't know. But that sounds like utilities to me. I don't know. Okay. And homeowner displacement. So that's why even what's also I've read other places that it covers your property taxes too, and related costs from a period of forbearance, delinquency, or default. They're trying to put it. It also could be used for principal reduction. You owe $200,000, maybe you get it down to only $50,000 and the government pays you $50,000. I don't know. You got to figure out the details for you. Or interest rate reduction. So you're paying 5% now. The government will pay the 2% difference and you only pay 3%. Payment assistance for utilities. Now listen to this too. Internet service. Oh, by the way, at certain income levels, now just like this past week, you could get $50 a month to help you pay for internet. Property and flood and mortgage insurance. So all your insurance company can be paid. Homeowner association fees, okay? Condominium association fees and common charges. I don't know what a common charge is, but if you have one, you have it, okay? So that's what it's covered. How soon will the money be available? Okay, see, this is an issue. Okay, and by the way, this is from a national organization. Nonprofit organizations keep track of this kind of stuff, so they're very helpful people. The people who are in the business, like selling mortgages, they try to too, but they're not going to have the same motive, believe me. Okay, so when it will be available? Okay, it says states, territories, and tribe must request funds, and the Treasury Department must make payments by 45 days after enacted in March 11th. That means your state, your local, has to request the funds within 45 days. Now, when is that? That's like 2 weeks ago, So your state probably already requested funds, and they're setting up to give out the money because it should have happened 2 weeks ago, because it says after enactment will be allotted to, if you don't do it within 45 days, means if your state didn't apply for the money, the allotment will be given to other recipients within 6 months after the law is enacted. So in other words, your state has to apply for this money and start setting up to give it to you within 45 days when the law was passed. That 45 days has passed. So that means every state should have applied for this. But who knows, right? And if a state doesn't, then the Treasury has 6 months to give your state's money to somebody else. Funded entities will decide when the homeowners can apply for funds. Okay, see, that's the next sentence. Says they have to apply within 45 days after the law was passed, which is March 11th. The law was passed. 45 days, sometime in April 20 something. And if they don't, it goes to somebody else. Now, when your state gets the money, they then have the power to decide when to give the money out. Okay, how will the homeowners be able to access the funds? While the details have not been announced, it is likely there will be an application process administered by each state entity's housing finance agencies or a sub-grantee. So that's why your housing finance every state has something called a high. Boy, you get really screwed up. Talking, remembering, whatever, running, but it's fun. So your state housing financing agency. Here's how to find them. Okay, not that one. There it is. If you go to ncsha.org, NCS, Nancy, Charlie, Sam, HA, Housing A Apple, okay, .org. And they will have a list of all the housing financing agencies. So that's where you want to go. You want to go down through this list here, Delaware. Okay, hey, there's the Delaware State Housing.com. You're going to call those people and you're going to say, hey, where can I apply for the Homeowner Assistance Fund that was passed in March 2021? You guys are supposed to have the money to give to us. Please. Okay. Now, they may or may not know. Okay. So what do you do then? Okay. Then you go to your elected official. If nobody knows where it is, and you find that by going commoncause.org, find my representative. That is, I want my elected official. I got those suckers to work for you. You put in your address, like I just did. I put in my old address here, and you'll get everybody from Joe on down. But you want to go to your the Senate or the House, because they're the people who have power over that. Because the money's coming from the Fed. So I would start with 2 or 3 of those. And again, if one doesn't do it, you go on the next one. That doesn't want, and if all those 3 idiots don't do anything, then you go down the road. Somebody's got to. You go down the list. Call them. Your phone number's right there. Sit down. Get a cup of coffee. Start calling. Hey, is this Alfred Carr, the representative? Say, hey, I live at so and so, and you're my representative. I wonder if you could help me. Man, I can't pay my mortgage. What am I going to do? And I read about this program called Homeowners Assistance Fund, and it's supposed to be in the state, and the state doesn't know anything about it. Can someone there help me? Please, they're going to throw me out in the street if I don't pay this mortgage. Just be a human being. People want to help human beings. That's all it is. You get on the phone and ask it, just like you'd call me up and say, let's go, you lazy shit. Get off your butt and help me. It just be human. These are human people too, and struggling every day. They don't know what they're doing. None of us do. We're all faking it because we could get paid more if we convince you we really know, but we don't. Okay, so that's the deal. So mortgage money, $40 billion or whatever it is, or $10 billion, I'm thinking, is available to help you pay back mortgages, future mortgages, internet bills, property taxes, all that stuff. Okay. So keep checking. And if they don't have this one, ask them for others, because see, so many states, so many other programs are at the local level. This is just a national program. Now you start looking for local ones, and we'll do another video on that. Okay. Say, let's get this one done or not done, whatever it is. You may or may not get it. You'll see.